Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look at it. Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Taking a shot on the first play. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Snags it over the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And you don't want to start this game with two straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Texas. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Texas. Fair catch called for and made. Has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
Fires and picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Open space at the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Coming out with it, it's Hayden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 21, Texas 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You've got to get him involved.
Fakes his man out. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants to take the top off. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pass is in. Probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 1.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Colorado 35, Texas 21.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick it away. Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do.
Nothing but green ahead. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice kick.
There's a live football. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. It's a draw. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The play-action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. This quarterback part of their running game. The Longhorns have a first down.
Down, Texas.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Shakes off the defender. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. They'll test the right side. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The roar of the crowd trying to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 30-yard line on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 35, Texas 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
42, Texas, 26.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hasn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Texas.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give and tick, 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 tick. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll leave it with him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots, but right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got a little space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over. And there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win, make some plays for the big dog.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting. Going for it all. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
The extra point is good. And now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.